Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Reliving Childhood. I am Carly,
I'm Sierra.
And I'm Noah.
and I'm back in Ohio. Woo!
Boom.
I am wearing a Cincinnati shirt. Go Bearcats!
And I'm wearing the bandana, the colors, and also this wacky shirt because it has all the colors on it. Well, not all the colors, but it has colors on it.
And I wanted to match the firebenders. So I actually kind of did. Like, look at me and Zuko. We're kind of,
Yeah.
kind of.
So this episode, Zuko is trying to teach Aang firebending, but his firebending isn't working. The off switch is on.
The switch is off.
Yes, there we go. That's better. And then Toph tells the story about how the badger moles taught her earthbending. And then Aang was saying how the air bison were like the original teachers. And then I guess the moon is the waterbending teacher, which is kind of funny. Like, you get like a mole and then you get moon. And then Zuko's like, well, that's going to be hard because they were dragons. But then they figure out that there's like ancient ruins nearby of like the sun people or something like that. It's kind of a little Aztec-y. They go and they like get booby trapped, they get stuck in tar, and then they find out that people are still living there, and they're like, what? And then they're like, okay, you're going to be judged by the firebending masters. And they're like, okay. And then they go up these really, really long stairs with a thing of flame. And gets really nervous because he like let out his flame. He's like, and then the big Deus Ex Machina reveal, they're flipping dragons. And it's so crazy because, like, I think you mentioned this before, Sierra, but it's like the blue dragon and the red dragon from Aang's dream. But then they do like that really cool fly around, and they're really scared. And so they do the dragon dance that I guess they learned from like a carving on the wall. And the dragons like stare at them. And it's this really cool shot of the dragons like flapping their wings and just like snarling at them. But then they like sit down. And then they like blow up fire and it's super colorful and like you can see the heat wave and like Zuko and Aang are like, oh my god. And then they can firebend again.
It's really funny because I would literally shit myself if a huge ass dragon was just staring.
Right.
Like, they could eat your ass. Like, what? They don't care about you being the avatar, sir. They don't care. They go to the ruins, right? And like they trip on like a wire or whatever, and then Aang like airbends because it's like the bottom of it has spikes, so he like airbends over, and then Zuko like just runs on the wall and jumps over. And to get to the dragon egg thing, it's like the same thing as the summer solstice with Roku, where you have to wait for the light to get to the certain point. So then Zuko speeds it up by like angling his swords, his swords. And then they get in, and then Aang touches the egg, and then like all the tar comes up, and they're like, help! Well, Aang's mouth gets like really big, and he's like, help! And then Zuko's like, no one's going to hear you. And he's like, they're just staring up at the stars. But there's also a moment when Zuko does the thing with his swords that Aang's like, other people might not think so, but I think you're pretty smart, Zuko. And then Zuko does a little smile, but then he's like, wait, what? They have to go up the Sun Warriors are like beating on the drums all cool and everything. And they're like, you must take this fire up to like the original masters or whatever. And he's like, Zuko, my fire's out. And he's like, what do you want me to do about it? And he's like, give me some of yours. And then they start arguing over the fire. But they said you can never tell anybody about it. And then Zuko was like, this is what Uncle Iroh must have been here and told them that all of the dragons have been killed. And yeah, and then they go back and they teach them, like they show everyone the dance, and they're like, oh, so you went for like, you learned to dance or something. And they're like, it's not a dance.
Zuko is like talking about how we can take them on or something, and then they get up there and they see the dragons, and Aang's like, do you still think we could take them on? He's like, shh, I never said that. When they get down, the warrior guy is like, now that you know, we must kill you. Just kidding. But seriously, don't tell anyone.
This episode is so good.
It's so good. This is like critically, I think this is in the top 10 of the best episodes. We see Zuko and Aang going on their like first journey together, and it's like about like reflection, and like we finally realize that fire doesn't have to be destructive.
That's the thing, yeah. I think they even say that like Zuko was like, all of my fire came from anger, but it's like actually life. The whole reason Aang chose him as his firebending teacher was because he kind of said the same things that Jean said. And in terms of like life being, firebending being dangerous, and like you need to learn how to control it. And, but then you have someone like the Sun Warriors who are like, that's not what firebending is. High key, you see that with Roku and Sozin when they're doing firebending with each other. Like, it's not aggressive.
I just remember dragons dancing. For our next guest in our acting program, also a super sweet guy. So please welcome Jake.
Yes!
Hey,
Hello!
guys.
Oh my, your hair!
What's going on, guys?
Nothing
We're
much.
hanging in
All
there.
of you in so long.
We're all finally in Ohio now.
We are,
It took a while. It's like the first episode.
This is the first episode. Whoa.
Are you guys gonna ever do it in person, or do you think it's just mainly gonna be over Zoom?
Honestly, I kind of like the Zoom thing, because then you can because we've been Zooming people from like all over the country.
Ooh.
Like we've had Colorado, California, Arizona, Texas, Ohio, Kentucky.
Dang.
Florida? Florida?
Oh,
yeah, Florida.
Right.
I think like North or Georgia.
You guys got to collect all the states. You got to do at least one episode from every state.
So did you watch Avatar as a kid?
Avatar was always the show that I missed. It was always the show that, like, whenever I watched it, I was so happy because I could finally watch it, but it was just never on. I started it again recently, and I'm watching it now, but I know, like, the whole story. I just haven't seen every episode.
Have you seen this episode? This is the Firebending Masters.
I have not seen this episode.
Oh, that's gonna be so much more fun then. Wait, how far?
Oh my God,
How far along are you in the show?
When I was like a kid, I knew the whole show, like I knew the whole story. But right now, I'm finishing up book 1 right now.
Okay, gotcha. There's gonna be a little jump then. But hopefully it's not a spoiler that Zuko eventually will join up with Team Avatar.
Not at all. Not at all.
But there is another like minor spoiler in here, so I'm hoping you don't know what that is, because that might be fun.
Okay.
Now that you're almost done with book 1, are there episodes that you're like, what the heck? Now that you're older watching it?
Yeah. Episode that I really remember is actually the Jet episode.
Oh.
I remember watching it, and I remember being like, Jet's so cool, and then kind of having that flip of like, oh, ooh.
Yikes.
And now watching it, I was like, there's a lot of red flags I probably should have picked up on.
You're still into it. Oh.
Still love Jet. He's
hey man,
not
he's
a good
cool.
Person.
He's
but
cool, though. He's got too many issues.
That's my type.
Really?
Honestly,
I'm just like,
that's
down.
my type.
Who would you say your favorite character is?
Probably, I read it a lot. I didn't see a ton of episodes with her, but Toph? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Dude, every single episode that had her in it, I loved. I think she's so funny. She's so sassy.
Would you say that book 2 was your favorite then?
The main episodes that I remember watching were from book 1 and a little bit of book 3. I didn't get to see a ton of book 2, so that's why I'm really excited to get to it, because it's all Earth.
It's a lot.
Baby.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
If you were a bender, what bender would you be?
Oh, Earth. 100%.
You're like
100%.
Love that.
Yes.
I wanted to be a firebender when I was a kid. Now I'm an adult. Now I know earthbending is the way to go.
Yes.
Way to go, dude.
You
That's
can build
the
houses
coolest
and stuff.
Exactly. So useful.
A house of fire. No one can stop you.
Right.
Would you rather have a flying bison or a flying lemur?
I don't have a car, so a bison would probably be much more useful. I mean, I would love to just fly over traffic and all that. What benders would you guys be? Because I am curious about this now.
Which ones do you think we would be?
I feel like Noah would be water. Carly, I can imagine you as like a firebender. Sierra, probably either water or air. How wrong was I?
The
How
Pisces
wrong?
energy was
It's
coming
just so
out.
funny. It's just so funny because like Sierra doesn't want to admit that she's a waterbender, but the fact that she's a Pisces and literally everyone says she's a waterbender.
Ooh.
But I want fire.
Carly, what about you? What would you say?
I think I'm an earthbender, but fire would be my second choice. So
Ooh.
there's an upgrade that earthbending gets that's similar to like fire earth. So
Oh, I do know this one. Yeah, that's cool. That's real cool. How about you?
Be an airbender just because I feel like the airbending people, I'm kind of similar to.
Okay.
And then you get to Legend of Korra, and
Legend of Korra, I don't know anything about. That is one that I truly is just.
you should definitely give it a watch.
Funny, I never really noticed before, but like Zuko has a different nose than like everyone else. Like everyone else has like a roundish nose, and his is like wonk.
Kind of makes
also
him look older.
Yeah.
it just said men vocalizing rhythmically, but those were totally drums. Those were not men's voices.
If you don't respect it, it'll chew you up and spit you out like an angry Komodo rhino.
Whoa.
Now,
Chill.
show me what you got.
Boy,
Oh, well.
boy, how many like this man firebends at you all the time. Like, why do you need more instructions?
I like how Aang was still clapping. Like he was so supportive even after it was.
Yeah. He's like, I mean, to be fair, Zuko, that would still hurt someone.
That one kind of felt hot.
Don't patronize me.
The odd couple. What the heck,
He's
Sokka?
mad.
What?
Jerk bending. Still got it.
Oh my god. He slumps over.
Who set the fire? Like
Listen, everybody. I've lost my stuff.
Don't look at me.
Katara.
Dang, dude, they're mean.
Just
Right.
they're really not friendly to new people.
Yeah, they're kind of bullying him.
They really are mean to new people.
Like,
What are they eating? I guess soup.
you know, like it has to be so annoying for Zuko to like be a part of this friend group because they're so much like more immature than like May, Ty Lee, and Azula.
Mm.
Like these are actual children.
Toph is really wise. We don't give her enough credit.
She could have died if she didn't learn
How did she
earthbending.
get?
I
How did she
know.
get in that cave? Ew.
Ew.
Yeah, that was kind of.
Right.
That bedroom was like, okay.
The original firebenders were the dragons, and they're extinct.
What do you mean?
Have you seen any since you've been in the Fire Nation though, sir?
Yeah. How can they hear him? He walked away from the camp.
Wow, his tail looks huge.
I'm impressed that the team let them leave together.
Believe this.
Me too.
Like he's really left everything to hang with y'all.
Right.
Wow, that is actually El Dorado. This literally is South America. I never noticed this as a kid.
You're already here, so just let's keep going.
Naruto.
I was gonna say parkour. Okay, boy.
Right.
He invented parkour.
I'm surprised like the Fire Nation wasn't like, we're gonna take over this. Like even though it's ruined, like let's make something here.
Right.
Oh, I think this is the part where Aang's like, monkey feathers. And somebody was like, he's literally said, mother.
The last great dragon was conquered long before I was born. By my uncle.
Pyro, no.
But his uncle was still good. Like
Huh.
Solstice. Monkey feathers. Solstice again.
Oh yeah.
Monkey feathers.
Where does that come from? Monkey feathers?
all the hybrid animals, they probably do.
You'd really think that the temple would be smarter than that.
Yeah, they should have done that the first time at the fire stages. It would
Yeah.
have saved so much time.
Oh, I thought they learned from like painting. I didn't realize they were statues.
Zuko, get over here. I want you to dance with me.
You could have explained that better, Aang.
I feel so bad for Zuko. Like, they really outsmarted him by doing nothing.
Right. Can't you bend that?
True! Oh, no. Now how does he get his stuff back?
Like, well, thank God you guys are facing up.
I know. Like, why didn't you water bend?
And like, airbenders project more than other benders. What
Ew.
are those?
Is there
There's a lot of licking in this episode.
Look at that anteater's tongue. It's like rolled up.
Yeah.
If they don't, you'll be destroyed on the spot.
He said on site.
Like,
And
boom.
I would be like, let me not go. The fact that you said ancestry, like, Zuko
Right.
dead.
That's really impressive that they were able to keep that fire going.
Couldn't my friend here carry my fire for me?
No.
No, boy. He did not need to do all that, but I love it.
Right.
He's like,
He said, give him a show.
I love how it's like they show Aang when it's like you make it too small, it goes out, but they show Zuko, you make it too big.
Yeah.
That was really cool. Wow, look at how much bigger Zuko's flame is.
He could, like, walk with
Yeah, you
him.
could wait.
Your flame's gonna go out because it's too small.
Damn, okay.
You're a talented kid.
Aww.
Aw, thank you, Papa Zuko.
I know that because you've escaped my capture many times.
Yeah. How the f did y'all get here? Where'd y'all go?
They took the train car.
Literally, like, what?
I think we could take these guys in a fight, whoever they are.
Who are you to say that?
Yes. It's just a-
Iconic!
Right.
Dang, I would be so mad if I had to climb those stairs. Those stairs are at a 9
Literally.
degree.
Well, essentially holding candles, trying not to let them go out.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like, imagine you slip and you're just like, can I get some more? They're probably really excited though. Like, what else do they get to do? You know? Like,
Right.
this is a little ceremony. Oh, down the damn steps!
Yes.
Holy shit, they're huge.
Yeah.
And I don't know how good their hearing is. Shut up.
Ooh.
Those two are literally the chief and Zeko Khan from El Dorado.
I think we're supposed to do the dragon dance with them.
Like, what else are we gonna do? Just let them keep swishing around us?
So cool.
Bro, that would be terrifying.
Like, at least Aang had seen a dragon with Roku.
I'm like emotional. Oh my gosh.
I know.
How can they fit in that at that speed? Just saying. I mean, that's really cool.
Iroh just gets better and better.
Okay, Iroh's
Right.
still cool. Whew.
Yeah.
It's like the sun, but inside of you. Do you guys realize this?
Well, our civilization is called the Sun Warriors.
Right.
Zuko trying to mansplain. Bitch, this is our damn culture.
But now I have a new drive. I hate my father now.
Look, he's smiling again.
I know.
And then they literally tell Team Avatar. They literally tell them.
He's
Look
such
at
an
some of-
asshole.
Form that happens to be thousands of years old.
Such a dick move.
Girl, shut up.
Damn.
Right.
Like,
Tara's
do you want him to defeat the Fire Lord or not?
Yeah, like give him a break. You let him into your team, so give him a break. He's gone through a lot of trauma, more than you have.
They are
Right.
really so damn shady when a new damn person comes in.
So what did you think, Jake?
Oh my god. Especially with, first off, the two dragons were awesome. That was so cool. But the fire with like the green and the blue and the,
Yeah.
wow. I was starting to get a little emotional just watching that. And he was like, I understand.
I know.
It really makes me think that how different the Fire Nation would be if Iroh was like the leader.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, he's just so spiritually aware and like, what?
Later.
That Iroh was gonna be the Fire Lord
Yeah.
until Bossing Say,
Mm-hmm.
and his son died. And that's when he
honestly-
started the journey
Yeah.
of being the character he is now.
Yeah, that's
Mm.
true.
It's definitely more than a kid's show.
Oh yeah.
It's just super cool.
It's just a show that kids can watch. You don't
Because
see
they're
us rewatching
kids.
Dora.
The silence in kids shows is very awkward. Really like put a little music over that.
You can cut them off. Like,
Mhm. This is right after Zuko joins Team Avatar, right?
literally
Mhm.
right after.
Okay, then I guess it makes sense that they're still a little mean to him. But still,
They're just
It's
being
hard.
shady though.
lay off the boy.
Yeah.
Oh my
They
god.
literally, but honestly, I'm not surprised because they had that same hostility, if not more, towards Toph.
Yeah.
No real reason at
They're
all.
actually pretty toxic, like that friend group.
I like Zuko and Aang together. They've got
Yeah.
a really awesome dynamic going.
So we have this field trip, and then we can have another Zuko field trip soon that I'm really excited about. And a third Zuko field trip. He literally goes with all three main characters on a field trip.
Yeah, he doesn't go with Toph though, which is kind of sad.
That's so dumb.
Toph,
She's gotta
does not
figure it
need
out.
Like she does not need Zuko's help. So obviously you're gonna keep watching Avatar.
Of course. I gotta see it through. I gotta finish
Yes.
my childhood dream.
And then possibly watch Korra. Do you have anything you want to plug?
Be kind, wear a mask, please God, and stay safe. I'm so glad to see you guys.
Yeah, you too.
Hopefully I'll be able to link up with you guys soon. See you guys.
Bye. Oh my God. How did we not make a joke about American Dragon Jake Long this whole time?
Yeah.
How did we not do that? It's the J to the A to the K to the E. I'm the Mac Daddy Dragon of the NYC. You heard?
I can't believe this.